shaken yet standing firm. This is Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands. And now, The Business Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Here's your host, Sabrina Turner.
Good morning, Cayman, and welcome to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. I'm your host, Sabrina Turner, and this morning, the show, we are talking with one of our sponsors. Yes, I'm pleased to engage in this conversation and give this open floor to greenturtle.ky and find out more about what they offer, products and services. I know you hear me every Tuesday and Thursday, proudly sponsored by greenturtle.ky. Get your new phone at greenturtle.ky. No stress, no fuss at greenturtle.ky. But this morning, we're going to hear more than just that. And you're also, if you're streaming live on YouTube, you'll be able to see an interactive screen showing you their website and other deals. It is a pleasure to have joining me in studio Mr. William Ennis, and he's brought along with his colleague, Miss Colleen Brown, to tell us more. Welcome, and it's a pleasure.
Thank you, Sabrina. Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Well, please share with us some background details on Green Turtle and how it was established and what's the core focus of this company. With the name Green Turtle, your mind kind of goes everywhere until you hear about a new phone, and then you're like, turtles, slowness, phone, green.
Green Turtle Express, and it's a great name. I think it's fun because it's totally local as well.
Right. Yes.
And basically, Green Turtle is a local company that was launched in 2018 to break into the local e-commerce space here in Cayman. We do distribution of phones and top-up, and we wanted to have a retail presence that you can get wholesale prices online and available to you at, as in our retail store called greenturtle.ky. So it's a fun way for you to take a look at our latest phones, latest top-up offerings that we have. We have several destinations that we do top-up to. If you have loved ones in Nicaragua or Cuba or even Canada and the States, we can also top them up, their prepaid numbers.
Excellent. So walk us through the types of phones, devices, that folks can purchase at greenturtle.ky.
Well, when you get to your destination, you get out of your car, I would encourage you to go to greenturtle.ky. So you can then safely navigate our catalog of phones. But of course, we have the latest iPhones, we have the latest Samsung devices, and other manufacturers as well. If you go to greenturtle.ky, you click on the catalog, you can take a look at some of the solutions that we have here. For example, we have a Caterpillar phone. That is a dual SIM device that is drop-proof and waterproof, and it's great for those who are in construction.
Exactly.
You think if any loved ones or family members that are doing construction and they have their birthday coming up, this may be a great way for you to have...
Valentine.
Yeah, Valentine.
Yeah.
I lose track of all these things now because we just had Christmas, right?
So I love those just because gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
Which can be any day.
Well, this is quite practical. I mean, everybody uses a cell phone. I mean, how many phones do you have?
Well, I
Just
have
one?
two.
You have two, exactly. There's so many options. You need to have a device these days. So here's a great way for you to order something and have it delivered to you the same day. The same day. We'll have it delivered to you here in Grand Cayman. And we'll have it distributed to the sister islands as well.
I always wonder.
But I think we'll talk more about that later on the
Of
show.
course.
But you have the Cat phone here is a beautiful phone, and look at the price. It's $230.
Wow.
You can't get a better deal. You can't go into store at any of the local carriers and get a better deal than that.
Exactly.
So take a look at the website that we have. We have one of the most popular devices that Apple has ever made, which is the iPhone 5S. If you have a young one or maybe an older person that wants to get to know what Apple is about and how to use the operating system, that we have the iPhone 5S for 16 gigabytes, which is $249. And it will be delivered to you today if you place an order. We're talking... excellent service is what you're going to get from our local team of Caymanians.
Now, we're talking about Green Turtle Express, and greenturtle.ky is your known. So there's no storefront. Everything is online?
Correct.
So for those persons who are hearing us that are just not onto this online shopping, they will have to contact a loved one to go online to purchase for them.
Or they can call our offices as well, and we can help them as well.
Oh, nice.
If you wanted to phone in the order, we can do that for you.
Now is the time, because I'm quite sure they're telling about this online thing. Everything is online. But, we got some that are just a little playing catch-up.
Which is fine.
Share your contact details.
Yeah, if you want to get in touch with us, there's a Get in Touch button on the website. And let me just click that now to remind myself what we have on here. I think you can. Yes, there we go. So you have our address and, of course, our office number. I think we're open from 8:30 in the mornings, so it's a bit early for us right now. But if you call 623-1485, 623-1485, and ask for Green Turtle, they'll be able to guide you through and actually place the order for you. And when you're doing these orders online, you have two payment options. You can use your credit card. Or your local debit card that allows you to do transactions online. And also you can select cash on delivery. So when we go to deliver the product, we can pick up the cash from you at the same time, wherever you are on the island.
Excellent. Now, what kind of shipping or charges are we looking at here? Because it's one thing we're seeing the phone on the website and see that price. What are the add-ons, if any?
Well, that's where we get you.
At least you're honest.
No. So in Grand Cayman, the local delivery charges are stated on our website. It's $5 for delivery, and if you are being delivered to the sister islands, it's $10 charge. I think we have to pay another partner to get those devices to you.
Okay.
But they're talking same-day delivery for those prices. That's better than most courier services that are available on island.
I agree.
But. And here's a but for our listeners today, and for anybody you care to tell this promo code to, free 19. At the end of your checkout, there's an option for you to apply a coupon.
Nice.
And if you use free 19, you'll get free delivery.
Nice. So there's
for
savings
2019.
There. Yeah.
For the whole year, we're offering this as a promotion in partnership here with you guys at Radio Cayman.
Thank you so
free
much.
19 to your listeners. If you use that when you check out, it's free delivery, even on the sister islands.
Are we case sensitive here for the free?
No.
No case sensitive. So free 19 is the promo code. You can save $5 when you go online and order on greenturtle.ky. And as it says, no stress, no fuss at greenturtle.ky.
Correct.
Now let's talk about how beneficial can partnership be for your business and for customers as well. Take us through that.
In terms of partnerships, we partner with various carriers here in Cayman and obviously overseas as well in providing our top-up solutions. So aside from the phone that you could purchase on greenturtle.ky, we also have the SIM cards. So we have the local carriers, Digicel Cayman and Flow Cayman. They're available there, so you can purchase your SIM from us for $6. And again, if you use that promo code, we're delivering you a SIM for $6 to your door. We want customers to actually utilize this website to get familiar with e-commerce, because that's something that there are other sites that allow you to buy and sell things in person. It just really allows you to advertise. Here is a fully functioning e-commerce solution where you can purchase everything online, have it delivered to your door in the Cayman Islands. Doesn't that sound like, the future to you?
Yeah, to those who are willing to embrace it, but I'm respectful of those who are just into their little putt-putt coming right along.
Well, that's fine too, and we cater to that as well. As I said, you call us up, Colleen will answer the phone, and she'll be able to guide you right through on how to do it, or she'll take the order and we'll get it delivered to you the same day.
Excellent.
How important is e-commerce to a business, in your opinion? And this could be either of you. How important is e-commerce to a business?
I was talking to Sterling about this a couple of months ago, just the discussions regarding e-commerce in the Cayman Islands.
And how it's being embraced.
And the Caribbean as well. I mean, I've always said that we're about 10 years behind the rest of the world in terms of developing and rolling out and making things the norm in terms of technology.
Correct.
It's... for people to have uptake of this, you just need to be more familiarized with it, and obviously the youth out there, they know how to order things online, and they can assist you with these things. But that's the future, and in terms of how important e-commerce is to business, I think it's going to be growing in importance, and we wanted to be one of the first people in Cayman to kind of get into this space and to really make it work. Our partners that we use, Cayman Gateway, to do transactions, they're local reconciliation housing here that does the credit card transactions in Cayman. None of the transactions leave. It's all done in Cayman Islands dollars, so it's 100% local in terms of the transactions and the partners that we have brought to bear into making this e-commerce space work. But right now, it's a very small revenue, space. There's not much to be done online at the moment. I think the most that people use are maybe the top-up and the top-up solutions through different apps and so on. And that those are things that people are more familiar with. And we also have an app if you want to use an app. If you have a phone already and you want to do a transaction to Cuba or, see where you can top up locally, our Green Turtle Express app, if you just search your Google Play Store or your Apple Store, has our information there how to use the app and a map with local locations for you to go and top up with cash if you want. So you don't even need to use the application on the phone.
And very interesting. Yep. Now, we're going to take one break.
Yep.
And because it's important that we promote our sponsors, just saying. And when we come back, we'll just get your opinion from a small business perspective. And, whether or not people are finding this avenue vital. Because it's one thing as a small business not having the ability to leave your place of work, to go and, let's say, do errands, pay bills, that sort of stuff. A lot of people are gearing to the online. Some are just getting in with even emails. I'd like to get your perspective or your views on the importance of embracing this technology when it comes to e-commerce, just going online, having that presence, and conducting business online. But I'll ask you to hold on your reply right now because we got to promote our sponsors.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the historical vignette series, sponsored by Cayman National Bank. Visit Cayman National Bank today for all of your financial needs. The Cayman Islands, he hath founded it upon the seas. Captain Joseph Elliott Connolly, 1894-1972. Captain Joseph Elliott Connolly was a respected, dedicated, and loyal citizen of the District of East End and the Cayman Islands. He served as an elder and part-time pastor for the Gun Bay United Church for more than 50 years. His community benefited from his long service as postmaster over 40 years, police officer over 30 years, and lighthouse caretaker over 20 years. Earlier in his life, he went to sea on the schooners which plied the waters between Cayman, Tampa, Jamaica, and the Mosquito Keys. He was married to the former Geraldine Bodden, with whom he had 5 children.
Radio Cayman's historical facts vignettes are proudly brought to you by Cayman National, with branches on all 3 Cayman. At Cayman National Bank today for all of your financial needs.
540 months.
16,425 days.
394,200 hours.
45 years.
That's how long we've been committed to serving you, and we won't stop there. Over the years, we have proudly grown with Cayman, making a difference in the community. That's why we're here to stand by you.
We are Cayman National.
And we thank you for standing by us for 45 years and counting.
You may have heard of them by now. GreenTurtle.ky, a one-stop shop for your mobile needs. Whether shopping for a new phone or topping up a loved one, it's time to hop aboard the Green Turtle Express. From 24-hour delivery in Grand Cayman to sending credit worldwide, GreenTurtle.ky is the future of mobile. Take a ride on the Green Turtle Express today. GreenTurtle.ky. They get there first.
Oh, gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
Flowers bottled water, the cooler water. Flowers offers free weekly delivery to your home or office and is available at select gas stations and convenience stores. Flowers bottled water, the original Cayman Islands bottled water since 1974. Flowers bottled water carries the Certificate of Excellence in Manufacturing Award. Flowers bottled water. Call them at 949-8688. From Flowers bottled water and the Flowers Group of Companies, have a happy new year and lots of blessings to all.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Business Buzz.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz and keeping the spotlight on greenturtle.ky, one of our sponsors along with Cayman Medical Supplies. We thank them for their continued sponsorship. In studio from greenturtle.ky, I'm pleased to welcome Mr. William Innes and Ms. Colleen Brown telling us more about their online e-commerce business, the latest gadgets and phones that are available, and also there's a promo code that if you put in, that's free 19, you get $5 off. You could have your phone delivered, let's say, within the next 2 hours. What do you think, Mr. Innes?
Yeah, as soon as we open our doors at 8:30, from then, I'd say we clock the start then.
Just before that break, I posed a question about, from a small business perspective, are you finding it more convenient to conduct some business online, the importance of embracing it, moving forward, but also keeping in mind that there are some persons or even businesses that are still a bit apprehensive in embracing e-commerce?
Absolutely. It's certainly a challenge that I think any new service provider in a new space like online is being faced with. And certainly in the Caribbean, we're still not quite there in terms of Amazon quality delivery and service.
You're getting there.
But in terms of, I'm talking as a Caribbean in Cayman as a whole. But this is one of the first services that is like that. And do have inventory available, and we can deliver to your door free of charge, even in the sister islands, using promo code FREE19. So it's. I agree with you. It's not everybody's there to be able to be comfortable to use their tablet or phone to go onto a website and order something, but we also cater to those customers. If you're more comfortable making a phone call, we encourage you to do so. 623-1485 if you want to learn more about the devices we have available. We'll talk about a couple more here today on the show, but that's important. Make sure you if you're interested in seeing what is available, give us a call. Give Colleen a ring.
That's right, Colleen. Hear Colleen's voice in the background, just in case you got to make sure that if you don't remember the name of the road, but you know where Miss Susan lived, the third house on the left.
Okay.
Just the Caymanian direction, you think, huh?
Yes, it is.
Now, for those who are streaming online and those who may have the pleasure of going online as we have this interview this morning, can you explain some of the features, the cool features that some of these devices carry?
Well, number of devices that we have on the website are dual SIM, which is
nice.
Which is a great thing because you mentioned you have two phones.
Yeah, now I can.
Now you can just have one phone. It's a bit more convenient to make calls from them. So God forbid one breaks and you decide you wanted to upgrade to a device with two SIM card slots, you can do that. So the Caterpillar device is a great one. We also have tablets that are enabled with SIM technology. So our Logic T2P tablet is a 7-inch tablet that is dual SIM, and it's 3G, and it has a great screen, and it's very reliable. We use these right across the island with a lot of the merchants that also run our applications. So it just makes life easier to have a dual SIM device, something like this phablet, what they call it. It's like a phone merged with a tablet, so phablet.
Right, fair.
But it's a bigger screen than a normal phone, but you can still make your phone calls, and of course you'll have your internet wherever you go with with your favorite carrier.
Yes.
So that's the Logic tablet. We also have the iPhone XS Max, 256 gigabyte. Now, that's a big ticket item right there. But it's let me just give you the price for the Logic tablet, which was $109.99. So a very affordable 7-inch tablet. The iPhone XS Max, which is the latest iPhones, hot off from Apple. 256 gigabytes. They have amazing cameras. I don't know if you've used the cameras on these before.
I'm not an Apple girl, sorry.
You're not an Apple girl?
No.
Are you an Apple girl, Colleen? Not really. Not really. You prefer your Samsungs?
Oh, yes.
I hear you. Well, it's a great
device.
No
offense to those Apple lovers.
Yeah, it's fine. I love all devices.
But they do have good cameras.
Oh, yeah.
I must say that.
Fantastic cameras. But you know what also has a great camera?
Which one?
The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus.
Nice. See, he had to come, Colleen.
Oh, yeah.
He had
to come around full circle.
Don't get you one way, he get you another.
Yeah, and the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus Black, it's 128 gigabytes of storage on the device, and I think it has also the micro SD card slot, so you can pop in and out and get those pictures off your phone easily.
And is that one a dual SIM as well?
I don't believe this Samsung is.
Okay.
I might be corrected, but
all right.
Yeah, this one here certainly is it's a dual SIM unlocked phone.
Okay,
correct, yes.
and it's
I don't want to give you the wrong information. $850 for
That's
dual SIM Samsung.
That's a steal.
And a beautiful camera, great battery life. And I believe also these you can wireless charge these as well.
Nice.
So it's a beautiful device.
Now, for those persons who are hearing us, and it sounds a little like we're speaking to somebody else, it's because we're interacting with his website. And for those who are streaming live on YouTube, they can actually view all of these online from the greenturtle.ky website. So we're not. It's changing, and here we are as a show and evolving with technology. We're having the conversation, making sure we keep those listeners informed, but also providing an outlet for our viewers as well to not only listen, but to also view what's happening here live in our studios. So for those who are excited about the prices and those phones that are there and are just waiting to hit send and for $830, you're guaranteeing delivery today.
That's correct.
Yes, our delivery service is quite excellent, and we have, great people, great service. And in a nutshell, with the Green Turtle, we're trying to push our products to everyone. So, just go on our website or give us a call. We're there to serve you, and we're waiting.
That's right, and that phone number is 623-1485. Or you log on to their website, which is?
greenturtle.ky.
Susan, we ready for another break? Nope. Okay, go ahead. Well, what we want to do then, Mr. Ennis, what do you see? What do you see, and where do you see your business, going in the future? Understanding here is a little slower to embrace it, but it's not that it's not at our doorsteps. Where do you foresee your services in the future?
Well, I can foresee Green Turtle Express really being a leader in Cayman for the online space for things like e-commerce. it's inevitable that this will be a more utilized space for people to do business, to order services. And indeed, there's a generation out there that actually prefers to.
I agree.
Like there's some that I don't want to speak to anybody. I just want to order it and have it delivered. Certainly my wife is that way. So it's I think this is the future. So getting in early and really staking a name for our business and providing the services that we do to different destinations, like to your loved ones overseas in Jamaica. You can do your top up on the website. It's very easy. There are some great promotions as well that take place from time to time. But yeah, check out our application, Green Turtle Express. It's there in any of your favorite stores. And you'll learn more about it just by downloading the app. It instructs you on what to do. So we were talking about this, just people being afraid of e-commerce and the online space. There's no better way to test this thing out, just to see how it works and to gain some sort of comfortable relationship with online transactions than to maybe order a SIM card from us right now. Because a SIM card, either Digicel or Flow, whichever your favorite carrier is $6. So if you want to order a SIM card and you use the promo code FREE19, you will then be able to have something delivered to your door for $6. And you can see the service. You get to meet, our guys like Raymond or Jason, or you can even have a call and conversation with Colleen and her lovely voice. Okay. But yeah, it's a great way for you to start and to see what the transactions are like online. And it's a very safe environment because we're a friendly group.
Now, does customers have to sign up in order to order products from your website, or you just go onto your website, fill in your contact details, and bang, that's it?
Correct, yeah. So if you're a first-time comer, you don't need to create an account or anything of that nature. You can if you like, if you're thinking you're going to use it more frequently, so you don't have to retype in your address. But yeah, it's something that you can use, and you don't need to sign up for anything.
Now, Susan wanted to top up now. What would she do? What should she have to do?
Well, if she goes to greenturtle.ky, click top up, it'll bring up a page and ask you to select your country. So you can select whichever country you'd like to top up. So say I have family in Barbados, so I'm going to select Barbados. I can choose either Digicel or Flow Barbados, and I can enter in a telephone number. It already starts with the area code.
Yeah. So you're not going to mess that up.
No, exactly. It helps with the destination.
Knowing Susan, she won't even remember her number.
And you would then select from $5 to $58 or whatever it is that the limits are based on the currency.
Right.
And you can put in your first name, your last name, your credit card information in here, and you place your order and it's delivered.
Now, with all of the hacking and information being stolen by other persons that you're not aware of, that is another scare and something to be concerned of because of all of the information that people are keying in that is directly linked to their bank accounts. How do you try to calm that fear down and to ensure that it's as safe as you can do it?
Yeah. Again, we're doing transactions for the first time in this e-commerce space in the Cayman Islands. Everything here on island. The information does not leave.
Okay.
So these transactions here is encrypted. And if you look in the top left-hand corner of your browser, obviously not now while you're driving.
Not driving.
No. When you get to your destination, and if you want to test the service, in the top left-hand corner, there's a little lock, depending on your browser. And HTTPS is a secure way of communications, encrypted to end-to-end. So the information you enter into your browser, that then is securely transferred and verified.
Now, for persons who may actually have this fear of, I'm not even sure if that's the correct website because it's a copy and paste for safety, because there could be rogue websites looking like yours, imaging. What would you say to ensure that they're on the correct Green Turtle Express website?
It says greenturtle.ky and nothing else.
Okay.
Nothing else before, no other dot service or anything. Yeah, it's greenturtle.ky. Very simple. And if you're worried about going to the wrong website, just use our application. Use our app on your phone. That's the easiest thing. Easy and safest way as well. But yeah.
Well, Mr. Ennis and Ms. Colleen, I want to thank you for joining us this morning, and I want to publicly thank you for continuously sponsoring the Business Buzz. We're so grateful, all of us here at Radio Cayman. We appreciate it. And All success to you in this new venture.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Stay tuned for more of the Business Buzz after the 8 o'clock news and sports weather update when we put the spotlight on an upcoming event. Yes, that's Cayman Alternative Investment Summit.
We are Radio Cayman, and this is how we wake you up in the morning. Praise time on Radio Cayman.
Sing your praise to the Lord. Come on, everybody, stand up and sing one more. Hallelujah, give your praise to the Lord. We are united in Jesus Christ. We are the soldiers of the Lamb.
Praise time.
Weekday mornings from 6 until 6:30.
There's a meeting up in heaven. Roll call. He's a name in the Lamb's book of life. Roll call, brother, sister. Roll call. If you don't stop shouting, if you don't stop dancing, we're going to put you out of our church.
Praise time.
Jesus in the morning, yeah.
Weekday mornings from 6 until 6:30.
Your song flowed through my lips. Your work moved through my hands. Your thoughts stay on my mind. Live in me.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
Studio time now by Price Right is 8 o'clock.
Price Right is Grand Cayman's warehouse shopping superstore, making your dollar go further with huge savings and no membership fees. Get more of the things you use every day at the right price. But it's not just grocery and health and beauty. Price Right has a full range of products from office to automotive, patio furnishings to kitchen appliances, and even electronics. And since warehouse prices mean savings for you, everything is priced right at Price Right, Grand Cayman's warehouse shopping superstore.
Access to information. Your community. News and information. Radio Cayman is your choice, your voice for today's biggest news. Radio Cayman.
With your latest news, I'm Carsley Fuller. Two separate police operations lead to several arrests and the confiscation of ganja, lottery tickets, and cash. Police say the first operation on Friday at Cowood Beach in Boddentown saw two men, ages 48 and 26 from Georgetown and Boddentown, along with a 26-year-old West Bay woman and a 56-year-old Boddentown woman get arrested on suspicion of unlawful gaming and possession of criminal property. In a statement, officers say a quantity of cash was also recovered along with lottery tickets, receipt books, and lottery books. All four were released on bail. The second operation was on Sunday, this time in Northside. The Royal Cayman Islands Police Service says a search involving a canine unit was conducted following concerns from members of the community about the sale of drugs. A marijuana plant and containers of ganja were confiscated. Two Northside men were taken into custody. One was later released on bail. Elected representative for Georgetown North, the Honorable Joey Hugh, officials from the Department of Agriculture, and members of the police service met this week with a group of concerned residents to give an update on the situation with a pack of stray dogs that's been attacking people and animals in the Georgetown North community. They also discussed ways to deal with the problem moving forward. More from CIGTV's Donna Bush.
Head of the DOA, Adrian Estwick, confirmed that 7 of the stray dogs had been successfully captured by the Animal Welfare and Control Unit. Now, attendees were given brochures entitled Responsible Dog Ownership, which will be distributed in the community and placed in various business establishments. Meantime, members from the RCIPS and DOA will be undertaking joint community operations and using the radio and other media to inform and educate the public. If any member of the public encounters packs of wild dogs, they can call the DOA Agriculture Animal Control Unit on 947-3090 or email agriculture@gov.ky. Reports of dog attacks or dogs dangerously out of control can be made to the RCIPS by calling 911 or district police stations.
Culture Minister, the Honorable Dwayne Seymour, says he wants to see proper funding allocated for the implementation of a national culture and heritage policy.
It's perfect timing. We're getting ready to create our budget for the next 2 years, and we already have it in our intentions that we are going to put a line item in to ensure that our culture policy is able to be funded properly for its entirety.
A 10-year plan which outlines 54 objectives is currently in effect, and members of the Strategic Planning Committee are meeting to address high-priority objectives they hope to achieve within the next 2 years. And the Cayman Alternative Investment Summit announces that world-renowned actress, director, and social activist Natalie Portman will be the keynote speaker at its 6th annual conference, scheduled for February 6th through the 8th. The conference will convene with more than 80 notable speakers and more than 500 executives from the global alternative investment industry at the Kimpton Seafire Resort and Spa. The event, with its theme of Tectonic Shift, Innovation and Alternative Investments, will examine the impact of digital disruption and the trends shaping the future of the alternatives industry. In line with the current macro and global environment, speakers will also talk about the impact of globalization, populism, and how the alternatives industry can embrace challenges and opportunities in increasingly turbulent markets. The full agenda can be found online at cais.ky/agenda. Now, with a check of international news, here's the BBC, who will take us out of the newscast. I'm Karsley Fuller from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
BBC News with Jonathan Izard. Media reports in Germany say the 3 biggest EU member states, Germany, France and Britain, have officially set up a payment channel to facilitate business transactions with Iran in circumvention of US sanctions. The US Embassy in Berlin says the measures are unlikely to affect America's policy of putting economic pressure on Iran. Italy's economy has entered a recession after contracting for the second consecutive quarter. Critics of the government say a row with the European Commission over its anti-austerity budgetary plans caused borrowing costs to rise, thus damaging the economy. A leaked government report says India's unemployment rate has risen to 6.1%, the highest since 1972. The data is seen as a setback for Prime Minister Narendra Modi just months before a general election. Britain's Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt says an extension might be needed to the deadline for the UK to leave the European Union in just over 8 weeks' time. But he said getting a deal was still clearly possible, if challenging. BBC News.
Access to information. What's happening in your community? News and information, music and more. You can find us. www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Radio Cayman is your choice, your voice for today's biggest news. Radio Cayman.
If your 2019 resolutions include clear and healthy skin, then ask the pharmacist at Healthcare Pharmacy in Grand Harbor about Proactive and X-Out skincare products. Get your best blemish-free skin ever with dermatologist-developed Proactive. X-Out is a revolutionary doctor-developed acne treatment designed just for teens. This one-step face cleanser works 3 ways to clear up acne. Ask the pharmacist at the Healthcare Pharmacy in Grand Harbor for advice on Proactive and X-Out. 2019 will be your year of clear and healthy skin. Healthcare Pharmacy, Grand Harbor.
In financial news, shares were mostly higher in Asia today after a survey of Chinese manufacturers showed factory activity improved slightly in December. Keeping score, Germany's DAX added 1.1% to 11,305, and the CAC 40 in France surged 0.8% to 5,013. Britain's FTSE 100 jumped 0.7% to 6,988. Shares look set for gains on Wall Street, with the future contract for the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 0.2% at 25,011. And that for the S&P 500 was up almost 0.3% at 2,689. Looking at Asia's day, Japan's Nikkei 225 index gained 1.1% to 20,773, and the Hang Seng in Hong Kong climbed 1.1% to 27,942. South Korea's Kospi fell back after Samsung Electronics reported a near 30% drop in operating profit in the last quarter, losing 0.1% to 2,204. In energy, U.S. crude oil rose 26 cents in electronic trading on the New York Mercantile Exchange to $54.49 per barrel. It gained 1.7% to settle at $54.23 in New York on Wednesday. Brent crude, used to price international oils, added 40 cents to $61.94 per barrel. It added half a percentage point to close at $61.54 in London. And in currencies, the dollar weakened to 108.76 yen from 109.04 yen on Tuesday. The euro rose against the dollar to 1.1495 from 1.1479.
Go Cocoa Nuts with Cocoa Fest at Pedro Castle. On February 9th from 12 to 6 p.m., indulge in all kind of coconut ting. There's coconut-inspired cooked food, treats, fresh coconut water, crafts, games, music, and watch our coconut plant demonstrations. Admission is only $5 and free for kids under 12. Proceeds from each entry fee benefit Meals on Wheels Cayman. So if you like coconut, come to Cocoa Fest. Pedro Castle, February 9th. For event details, check us out on Facebook. This event is brought to you by Fidelity Bank. We're good for you.
If you are seeking a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate degree, the Ministry of Education is now accepting applications for the 2019 Overseas Scholarships. Give yourself the education you deserve and apply today. All scholarship applications must be submitted by January 31st, 2019. For more information on scholarships and the application process, kindly visit education.gov.ky.
Pleasant good morning, and time now for the latest weather report. Current temperature is 76 degrees, relative humidity is 76%. Barometric pressure 30.18 inches and rising. The wind is out of the northeast at 13 knots. Overnight low temperature was 75. Synopsis indicate moderate to fresh winds along with moderate to rough seas expected over the Cayman area for the next 24 hours in association with a high-pressure system over the northeast Gulf of Mexico. Radar images show isolated showers south of the Cayman area. Now the forecast for the Cayman Islands for today, calling for mainly fair skies with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will be in the low 80s today. Your winds will be east to northeast 15 to 20 knots. And seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Small craft should continue to exercise caution over open waters for today and tonight as well. And the forecast for tonight, partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and temperatures falling to the low 70s tonight. Your winds will be east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots and seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. High tide will occur this morning at 9:47. Low tide 1 minute after 4, high tide tonight at 9:41. The sun will set this evening at 6:16 and will rise tomorrow morning at 7. And the outlook is calling for a decrease in cloudiness from Saturday morning. Good morning once again, and let's take a look what's happening on our roads. There was a five-vehicle accident that occurred early this morning on Shamrock Road in the vicinity of the South Cayman Palms. The police are on the scene, so that's adding to some of the delays as you head down to Georgetown. Shamrock Road, heavy traffic, and traffic is busy also on Linford-Pearson Highway. Expect some slight delays as you head down to town. Coming from the West Bay four-way stop, traffic is moving moderately, and on Crew Road, steady traffic. On Godfrey-Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue, traffic flowing moderately, as well as on Shedden Road and Edward Street. On the West Bay Road in both directions, especially in front of the Ritz, traffic is flowing moderately, and light to moderate traffic flow on the Owen Roberts Drive. And on North Sound Road, traffic is moderate. That's the very latest on your traffic. Join us again at about 10 minutes after 12, we'll update you traffic-wise. Have a good morning and buckle up.
The Tuesday and Thursday edition of The Business Buzz is brought to you by Cayman Medical Supplies, providing quality pharmaceuticals, medical supplies, and consumer products to healthcare providers, retailers, and ultimately the patients at a reasonable rate in a friendly, caring, and timely manner. Cayman Medical Supplies is located at number 93 Smith Road, Windward Center. Telephone 949-6211.
This is Cayman Up Close, a weekly special feature from Radio Cayman News.
I'm Shanda Gallego.
Shanda Gallego goes behind the scenes with Cayman's newsmakers, artists, and emerging talent to get their unique and personal experience, their real story.
This week, we turn the spotlight
Sundays at noon, 6:10 p.m. and 10:10 p.m. and always online at radiocayman.gov.ky. Tune in for Cayman Up Close this weekend.
Since launching its youth volleyball program in the summer of 2017, the Cayman Islands Volleyball Federation has been making strides to introduce young athletes to the sport while building an infrastructure to make the program sustainable. This January, with the addition of volunteer coach Rick Bevis from Canada, the CIVF took a major step towards building that infrastructure. Coach Bevis will be in Cayman for 6 months, during which he will assist with coaching both youth indoor and beach volleyball. More importantly, local Level 1 and Level 2 certified coaches and physical education teachers will understudy him so that they can sustain and continue to grow and develop the indoor and beach youth programs. In international football news, Stoke City striker Peter Crouch, who turned 38 on Wednesday, is set to return to the Premier League at Burnley as part of a deal which will see Sam Vokes go the other way. Championship club Stoke will pay a fee for Claret striker Vokes, 29. Crouch has made 462 Premier League appearances for 6 different clubs, scoring 108 goals. And in cricket news, former England captain Alistair Cook says the decision to drop Keaton Jennings in favor of uncapped Joe Denley for the second test against West Indies is, quote, brave. 26-year-old Jennings, who averages 25.86 in 16 tests, was out for 17 and 14 as the tourists lost the first test by 381 runs. 32-year-old Denley, who bats at 3 for Kent, will open with Roy Burns in Antigua.